Alright, welcome. This is day 2 of the live stream. The first thing I'm going to do is just test that the chat works in OBS, because that is something I'm looking for here, so let's just take a look. It's not looking too good, but yeah, you know what? It's not working, so just keep listening. It'll take me 1 second to get that all figured out here. Alright y'all, I am back. I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully we will have a better result this time around. Let's take a look. Hopefully this time around the chat will actually show up, but I guess we will have to see. Maybe I have to update it, okay. Because it's still not showing up. Sorry about that noise. I'm gonna fix that too in a sec. Okay, you know what? I don't know what's going on with the chat. It really should be working. That's really unfortunate that it's not, but I'm just gonna go ahead with it because I want to do this. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing here. This is that same song from last time. I had some pretty cool ideas for this. The first one I think will come up during this section here. I guess we'll see. But for now, I definitely want to work on this breakdown too. I'm not sure quite what my plan is in reference to that, but we'll have to see. And this part, I don't know if I want to add more sub to this, but it just feels lacking on the low end. It's not really that the sub, you know, the sub honestly might even be too loud. It's just not very powerful sounding, I guess. But during this section, I decided the best move here would be probably to actually keep the double time, but with different percussion entirely. So we're going to start a completely new percussion line here, maintaining double time, but this time kind of more from like an almost IDM sound, so less low end. And overall, there's going to be a lot of like low cut. Welcome, Kraken. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I wish that the chat showed up in stream, but that's okay. Okay, let's take a look. Did it? No, it didn't. Oh, and maybe that sound was audible too. Okay, let's close that. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is try to figure out what kind of kick I want for this space. Honestly, that sounds fantastic to me. Let's see. Do I want to... Okay, let's see what claps we've got. Let's work with this for now. Oh, is my mic too loud? Is that why? Or... Also, some of the chat doesn't even show up. Oh, there it is. But it doesn't show up. Oh, it is on the stream. Let's go! Alright, now I'm hyped. I was just trying to create like a really easy perk loop here that would help just kind of start up the sound. So I wanted to do a lot of like percussive stuff here. Maybe like, no, I'm not the, you know, percussion, I try my best, but I'm not fantastic at it. I wouldn't say it's like the best of, you know. I wouldn't say it's exactly what people come to my music for, but you know, it does its job, I guess. So what can I do here? I mean, let's just try a quarter tempo. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a much better kick. I'm glad. Oh no, it isn't. No, we gotta go back. Yeah, that's a better. So one thing I think what I want from this is just for it to be shorter and maybe to start up a little earlier. There. And then we'll probably want some sort of rhythm like that. And I'm hearing definitely there's some sort of like higher end kick that could come in at this part. I don't know. Let's see. Sort of like a little bongo sound. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm not very used to this pack. Okay, let's try a different pack. I got a lot of packs. So just in case you haven't tuned into the first one, oh, that's solid. That's a good kick. Sheesh. I don't know which kick I like more for this. I guess we'll stick with that. We'll come back to that if it's necessary. I can roll with that. And now percussions, let's see. Yeah, something like that, right? Oh, you like that song? That's wild. I can't believe you like that song. That song's kind of dead to the world. It wasn't very well received at all. In fact, I could be wrong, but it's like, I mean, it performed okay on that one album compared to everything else, but that entire album was a flop. So, you know, I really appreciate that. That's wild. That's wild to hear. Ooh, is that like a tabla? That's wild. I wish I could swing it a little bit, but the entire song is already swung. Can you swing just this one? Okay, no, I'm not gonna try to figure that. At this point, I'm just gonna hit random notes, because I do find that that kind of gets me the vibe that I'm after anyway. And then we're gonna just slide all of these guys into a mixer track. Awesome. Okay. So now we have kind of what I'll call like a percussive pad that we're going to build off of. So the first thing, let's just turn them down for now. The tablas are definitely call and response type instruments, so they can kind of sit in the back. This one definitely is going to need some pan, the conga. Let's take a look here. Because you want to feel like your instruments are kind of always moving around. It does a huge deal like in the overall sound of your song. Sorry if my clicking is... Oh, my clicking must be so annoying. Sorry about that. I'm looking to get a better mic, but right now I do not have the means to do that. I mean, this is a huge risk that I've taken here to try to do this full time, but... Kraken, you are so nice. Oh my god. Thank you so much. The editing program I use is called FL Studio. Yeah, so right now I currently can't afford to get like a better mic or anything, but that's totally in the plan if I'm able to take this music to the next level, because I am now doing this full time. So hopefully that works out for me. So this kick is really solid. The only thing about it is obviously it's filling a lot of low end it doesn't need to fill. So we're going to cut out the low end. because really we just want that nice texture there. And now another way to do that a lot of artists will do, instead of straight cutting it out, they're actually going to throw an OTT on there, which makes the frequencies kind of even out. See, now the high end is really hidden, whereas the low end not so much. Now I think a healthy combination of both is good, but let's take a look here. So this width, yeah, so what we could do, something like that, and then bring out the tail a little bit. And when I say tail, I just mean, see, we can make the sample shorter. Alright, let's try that. Let's take a look. Okay, so this one is not out far enough. Alright, and see, now we faded in, and now we have this entire separate percussive line that we faded in, and including this new section here. Let's take a listen. Alright, so this is pretty solid, lots of transitional effects, but if we go back, because this is the section I really want to work on today, so if we go back here and just kind of focus on what's going wrong here, I think a big piece is these instruments here are just filling too much of the low end. So let's take a look. What are we sending them to? We are sending this one over to a low cut, but see, it's still too low. So, you know, we have two options here. We can either, let's see, what other offenders? That one's fine. I think that's the worst offender, actually. Yeah, it is. It just carries no meaning. So what I'll do, I'm actually going to cut even more out of this one, because it brings a lot of impact, but not in the way we want. So I'm going to OTT it as well, because that's how you get that impact. See, now it's much more audible, yet the low end is not, you know, it's not kicking as hard. Now the other thing though is we don't want to crush it too hard, so we're gonna like turn it down a little bit. Let's take a listen again. Okay, and another thing, so this is wild. I think a lot of artists are gonna hate this, but this totally needs an ARP, and there's an ARP in my head that just fits perfectly, as much as it is to the disdain of those what is the word I'm looking for? Those Puritans out there. Where is it? Is it this one? Sorry it's so loud, guys. Sorry about that. I kind of let it get away there. You know what? None of these are actually doing what I wanted. I thought I had the one that's perfect for this, but I guess not. Alright, this is pretty good actually. Isn't Mike Dean like super popular? I'm not well versed sometimes with this stuff. Okay, so that one does that. Obviously we're going to want to low cut this one. Another thing that might be a good idea here is just find out which signal is causing the triggers on the kick here. None, eh? Oh, I guess it could be any of these. Cas. No. Alright, I think I'll. Oh, is it this one? No, that's a sound. Alright, I'm just gonna do it myself. So, right now, my instruments are not being sidechained to the drums, and that's actually a huge deal. You're gonna see very soon. Like, my snare is completely inaudible, in fact. So we're gonna fix that right now. Call this breakdown section, kick snare. We'll do like purple. So why this is important is right now there's no room. Like everything is just kind of stepping on one another. But what I'm just about to do. See, now there's all of a sudden a lot more room in the mix. Now the goal of sidechaining is actually to make it so that you can't even hear what's going on, so I'm going to give it a bit of a... It's supposed to be very subtle, but it helps in the mix. It's very important in the mix. Another thing too, actually, for this one as well, it's like my low cut is not low enough, so I'm going to... Or sorry, I guess not high enough. So I'm going to do it manually too. I'm thinking maybe the piano might be feeling the low end as well. Yeah, it is. Okay. So during this section, what I think is best is probably to just automate in a low pass just for this section and then fade it out. Because everything is filling up kind of the same space on the frequency spectrum, so... I don't know if that takes away too much. Let me see. It doesn't take away a lot. Nice. Okay, so now it feels a little bit more manageable. All we gotta do now, during this section, just automate it down, like that. Sounds pretty good to me. So now another thing that's missing that's much more audible now is definitely the bass, and I'm so glad because this bass, I did it dirty last time, so we're gonna make it right this time. Let me find, where's my bass at? It's track 80. So here's my bass. You see how boring this is? Like it's such it's just boring. So let's fix it. So that's the general rhythm that I'm gonna go for this part. Thank you. I hope that claim scenario fixes itself as well. Thanks for popping by. though. And then this one is easy. We actually want to totally reverse this entire thing. Let's see. So it's a C. Oh, this is gonna be hard. So C, F sharp. It's on the G. So C, F sharp. That was a D sharp. That was a D sharp. That was a D sharp. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright, let's check it out again. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for popping by as well. Maybe a touch longer on these ones. Easy peasy so far. Nothing's too out of the ordinary. Just essentially this rhythm is the backbone for sure. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, you know, I had so much I wanted to do for this one, but I didn't want to do it without the stream, so here I am. So let's just see what this sounds like with both of the bass layers for the time being. Let's see. Where's my other bass? 78. That's interesting. Let me hear this bass. I think this bass definitely needs to be compressed. Let's try with an OTT first. Yeah, that does the job. Jeez, that's wild. Okay, so it's much more clicky now, much more percussive. Let's see. Honestly, I think it's my duty to sort that kind of thing out, but thank you. You know, I take a lot of pride in my work, and it's not like people can just come along and try to steal it. I've been doing this for a long time, you know? Alright, let's see. Try that maybe. Okay, yeah, try that. So this is interesting because we have a triplet here, which is technically the timing. Welcome, Ailey. Thank you for dropping by. You totally didn't have to come, but you told me to ping you, so thanks anyway. It's yeah, no, triplet doesn't work there. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it in straight time. That totally works for me. Okay, so far let's check that bass groove. Yeah, the bass groove is definitely missing a sub now, so let's insert a sub. And then also get the basses all together. Let's check out how it sounds with the sub now. So this is like a mid sub right now, which I think I'm not after. I think I want like a proper sub. Sometimes, like, it depends on what you're after, but also there's definitely panning on this, which is terrible news. Note pan, why are there some panned notes? That's no good. Let's get rid of those. So that makes me want to automate the pan a little bit. Oh, it doesn't even affect these. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, okay, now the bass groove gets very, very stale. What do I do? Yeah, thank you guys for showing up nonetheless, and yeah, it's hard out here. But I'm so like happy to have any opportunity like that. It's just, it's insane to be where I am right now. I never thought I could ever, you know, see a day where I could even try to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna even succeed, but you best believe I'm gonna try as hard as I can to make this work. So the kicks are good, but definitely I'd say the master isn't presenting this part as well as it could. Yeah, see, I would want the kicks to be a lot louder here. So let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna loop that first half too. Oh, I should finish that part of the bass line. Whatevs. Okay, so in the bass line, or in the bass section here, yeah, honestly, they both can just be turned up. I think so. Let's see what that sounds like. So acid kick is great, but it has way too long a tail to be super useful to me, so I hope that doesn't squash it too much. Let's see. See, now I think I actually have to fix my drums entirely, because they do kind of need each other to work here. So okay, let's see. This one can be quieter. This one clearly fades out. Something like that. That's wild. Definitely that'll get stale too, but we can fix that. At least we're getting closer to a better mix here. Now see, there's definitely a loudness battle going on here for me, because maybe I should, you know, I'm gonna layer something else on the snare that might help me. The snare is nice and simple, but I think a nice short high-end fill, even something like that, here I'll show you. If I put it in, but then just shorten it a lot. It at least fills in the space, but you know what, it's actually that's better. And now I want to stereoize this one, so I'm just gonna do so probably with reverb. Let's take a look here. This is pretty cool. Aw, thank you, Jeremy. You guys are too kind. You guys are way too kind. Alright. So I think the next step definitely is to get some variation in that kick rhythm. It kind of does its job at the start. It completely establishes itself right at the start, and I think during this next section here, less will be more. So let's see what that sounds like. That's cool, but it's definitely stale. You remember that rhythm I was talking about last time, where we put the kick right here. So we wanna create variation there in whatever way we can. I'm gonna try something like that. Let's see if that does anything for us. No, not even close. Third time just doesn't work. We're in very much straight time. Okay, we'll come back to that for a sec. Before we come back to that, let me just take a look at the bass line again, because of course the drums play very strongly off the bass. So let's take a look. I guess it would be doom doom doom. Let's take a look here. Try that. What if we put it on the F? Oh, halftime is confusing me. Okay, there we go. I'm also playing off of the wrong instrument. That's the right instrument. Okay. Track 8 was. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's take a look. I would honestly do a run upward now. So what are we in? So that looks to me like some sort of D minor chord probably. Oh no, it's C minor. No, diminished. I think I got that. Okay, okay, so we'll just run it up that. Let's take a look what that sounds like, and we can always bring in the higher notes if necessary. Okay, let's try it. Ooh, that's spicy. Sheesh. That's crazy. So, I mean, music, it can go pretty deep, but it doesn't need to at all. I really love what I do, so I go pretty hard. But I can say probably the songs by me that are your favorite generally are songs that I could write in like 2 hours. But nowadays, let's look at this for a sec. Like this song has had 9 hours 32 minutes put onto it, and it was started back in April. I actually dropped it a long time ago, and now I'm picking it back up for you guys, because it's a really promising track if I can get there. Don't you think this bass should be a little bit more electronic sounding, or am I crazy? Also, let me get rid of these guys for now. It's kind of cool, but yeah, let's roll with that. Let's get rid of this entire section. Now we're going to be essentially mirroring rhythms from the first half of this part. but just legatoed now. And the reason why we're legatoing it is originally we had a lot of space, which created kind of room for the rest of the song, but now that most of the instruments have established themselves, we can actually get away with taking more space for instruments that we think are more kind of important or valuable. So that's what's up. That's what I'm after here. Let's see. Nice. It kind of feels almost like a marching beat at this point. Maybe I should get like a snare that's just playing the same rhythm as the bass. Once this is finished, I'm totally gonna try that. I hope that rhythm's not weird. Welcome. Oh, wow. Hey, Willow. How did you even find me? That's crazy. Nice to see you here. Damn. Ooh, it doesn't go down deep enough. So it's just going to be an A sharp here, just for this entire section, I think. And then what I'm going to do on the other two, I'm going to actually have it come all the way down. Oh, what? Oh, no, that's the wrong instrument. Okay. Oh, no, it's not even audible on the sub. Okay. The sub might be filling unnecessary space. Let me fix that right now. Because I did the low end sub, so welcome back, Ailey, welcome back. So typically you don't even need, like, honestly, like, I don't know, 25 and above, which I guess is what I'm doing, so hey, let's roll with it. Okay, so yeah, once again, this is where we're going, and then after that it's gonna be that, but okay, let's start from the start. Let's kind of clear our ears and see what kind of progress we can make here. Sorry about that little audio glitch there. So just in case you weren't aware, I do run all my audio kind of through a filter, so you aren't even hearing what the final product will sound like. Instead, you're actually hearing a very muted version of it. The high end and the low end are cut down because of the headphones I use, but that just makes it all the more exciting when you hear the final version and you're like, holy shit, I didn't know it was this deep. It's gonna be sick. Can't wait. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's really weird, I know. Okay, so let me get an endless smile for the transition there. Because, like, that is a harsh transition. It's so much easier with, like... See? Like, that instantly makes it... I didn't even have to do any work. I just turned a knob. That's all it took. Okay, so something like that. Yeah, I kind of put all my music on Audio Library, but right now I'm trying to work something out with them where I get like one song a week released with them. I haven't heard back yet though, so we'll have to see if that's if that's an option. But if it is, it's gonna be so sick. Oh, it cleans up so much more during this section, it's not even funny. Okay, so one thing during this transition. You know, you're not wrong. Putting some noise in this section would be pretty killer. I might put it in during this section too. Yeah, I'll do that right now. That's a great idea. Let's take a look here. Does Ninth Wonder have any of those? Nah, okay. So lately I've been really into this. Sorry about that, that was my phone. Lately I've been really into this completely free sample pack with all of these crazy sound effects by, I guess they're typically more like audio engineer background people, but their name is Cymatics. Now they have a bad rep, so I don't know how I feel about it, but they have some wild stuff, like literally all the ambient recordings I could ever want. Like, it's wild. Alright, let's do like a nature. And this was completely free. So you guys are thinking rain? I was thinking like ocean. Last time I did ocean in a song, it was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys remember. Actually, I want to throw back to this. A lot of you guys here actually were around when I first... Oceanic Space. Oh no, you know what? I have it on my computer. Let's see if I can pull it up. A lot of you guys were around when I live streamed this song, Oceanic Space, the creation of it, which is very cool actually. You guys definitely helped me shape that song in like every way you can think. Okay, Oceanic Space, .wave. Okay, let's take a look. So this one came out in my album last year. Let me know if the audio's too loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit because it feels a bit loud. But you guys were around. You guys helped me create this, and it came out beautifully. Like, I'm really happy with how this song came out. That tension here with the off time, oh, it's beautiful. And I owe it to you guys. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do this had I not taken your advice. Yeah, Jeremy, you're gonna see once the like little ocean sample comes in, you'll be like, oh, I remember when we worked on that. Because it was like almost a contentious thing, like, should I put an ocean in there? Anyway, it's on my YouTube channel. It's like a good chunk of the streams from back then. Now, one thing I can say is, listening back to it, it's really warm. It sounds super warm. And that makes me wonder... Oh... Okay, so here it is actually... Okay, well, you guys are hearing the right version. Cool, cool. Yes, thank you, Jeremy. I mean, the album kind of flopped. So I've given up on albums. I'm going back to weekly releases. That's what I've always done. So, I gave it a try, but you know what it is? That the album didn't allow each song to shine individually, and that was what failed. And of course, this section here is just the original Oceanic Space, but it's very cool that you guys helped me build this together. So that's... Oh. Some weird noise out there. Can you hear that? There's just a high-pitched... I'm sure you guys can hear this random, loud, high-pitched noise. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Nope, I can't. Alright, back to this. Sorry about that. I got really excited thinking about kind of the same thing's happening right now. So we know that part, but so I'm thinking during this part too, maybe a sound that's just ASMR like that, you know? Like that is like key ASMR right here. Ah, that's the good stuff. I think, no, that's too much. I think I'm gonna go with light 6. That one's pretty sick. Okay. And so this one, oh yeah, that's great. This is, I hate how easy it is to do this. Okay. So one thing that I do have to work on, obviously the sound has a lot of unnecessary low end, so let's cut out that low end. Oh, that's better. How's that? Is it a little bit too subtle? Or no? Oh, that part's not. Sheesh. Your avocado vid, let's go. Make some guac. So let's keep that sound actually going throughout even this section because it sounds fantastic. That's that extra little bit. Very, very subtle. In the high end there. Oops. So here's another. See, I really like that like very bell sound, but I guess during this section we took it out. Okay, so what I will do at the very least, I want this, where is it? This instrument here, 66. I want this instrument to be much more focal. So the easiest way for that, just turn it up. Hey Willow, I would love to use Twitter, but I've only heard bad about Twitter. It's literally like everyone says it's a shitstorm there, so I'd rather just hang out on Discord, on YouTube. Oh, speaking of Discord, yo, Jeremy, I swear we've connected on Discord before, and even if not, like I've tried to add you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not letting me. It's so unfortunate. Okay, there's a lot going on. Okay. Let me parcel out this work here. Let's start back from here, because this section still is missing something to me. And I know what it is. The guitars are actually surprisingly too dry to me. So we have two guitars going on. We have this one and this one. But one of them, at the very least, needs to have a delay on it. So let's put that on right now. Okay, that's cool, but lately I've been trying more with Pro R. Oh, no, not Pro R, sorry. With Timeless. I want to try that a little bit. Let's see. Because it has some weird sounding delays that are pretty cool. Yeah, instantly that's like perfect. That's totally what I wanted. And then I think I'm actually going to do the same thing with this one. Let's take a look here. Oops, I did Pro R again. So this one is the one that sounds... So it's like some of those instruments are harder to, or sorry, those notes are harder to play on these like electric guitars. So I think the best way to fix that is probably with distortion. So I'm gonna try that, just because it sounds like very clearly like a note is missing, you know what I mean? So let's see, someone told me to try out this wave shaper thing. Let's take a look. That's some hard distortion. Let me just saturate. That's a lot softer. Much more my speed here. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, that's better. Now I want to make sure I'm not overdoing it. So one thing I will do as well. So no clippy. This is where it's sending to. So this one has no low pass, and this one could have a low. Oh no, you know what? It doesn't have a low pass either. So that's something we can do. Just filter out those frequencies that are not necessary. So is that it, eh? It's good background, do you think? Should I start a podcast of me doing this? Is that weird? It might work. Who knows? But definitely I think watching it would be boring. But then again, I think listening to it would also be boring. So I still don't know what you guys are doing. Y'all are crazy out here. Oh, that's much better. Because we don't need most of that low end. It's just taking up space. Low cut. You know, it's funny. It's looked like it was gonna rain like every day this week, but it never does. So maybe the name of the song is not so apt. Sheesh, the song is really loud. Holy smokes! So I think actually on this section we're gonna do rain, like you guys suggested, some nice and easy rain. Let me pull some up right now. I think light 1 does the trick just fine, so let's go with that. Link it in. What is this sending to? Low pass? Okay, perfect. So now the thing about this is we're not really building up to a like a double time section. So I'm thinking my best bet is usually I just do a cymbal transition at that point. Let me take a look. I've never actually tried. Oh, they don't even have like cymbals. Let's try that because I'd like that pitch at the end. So simple transition is just a reverse cymbal followed by like a crash or something. Let's take a look. So it's that kind of sound followed by, and this one you'll hear in all of my music because I do it in like every song. This one random sample is my favorite sample. Swim 2, crash 2. Oh shoot. Of course I wrote over it. Okay, we can go back. The one I just took from was, I accidentally overwrote the previous sample that I had used, so let me just pull it back in here. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, no. Don't get feisty with me now. There we go. I would layer it actually. I would do this one with this one on top of it for sure. Okay, let's try that. There's definitely a lot of like meticulous work that goes into what I do, but I don't know. It really is something that matters a lot to me, and so it kind of works very well for my uses. Okay, let's try that. Sorry, I know you haven't heard anything in a little while here. I'm just kind of setting up the transition. Let's take a look. Maybe pan them, something like that. Usually with reverb, but let's take a look. Sheesh, but that could work. I see the bones. Definitely see the bones for this. So what we do is we want to route all of these to the same track. We'll call it crash. Why not? And when I think crashes, I think yellow, so we'll do yellow. And then touch of reverb, touch of high-end shimmer as well. And that just helps glue them all together because they're all different different sonic textures. So you want to make sure that you're processing them in a way that is effective, not only for like loudness, which is what I'm doing here, which is compression, but also for like, you want the sound to glue together. So that reverb was way too long. Let's try it again. And this needs to be turned up. Not bad. I don't mind that. And then of course we sidechain it. You guys are crazy. But thank you. You guys are wild, but it's helps me so much, so thank you for staying around in whatever way works best for you. And that totally, background works completely fine for me. Alright. Now the transition feels more natural, but one other thing I want to do, maybe start up that motif with the marching snare that we were talking about. So let me pull up the snares. So this is the snare. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, I can just draw it again. Dun, 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 dun. That works pretty well. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I do still have a lot that I need to learn, but it is coming along. So maybe during this part, oh, you know what? I forgot as well, we have to do the drum variation, so let's do that now. Because that will help a lot during this part. So actually this one is a unique part. Dun 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 dun. I'm fine with that, okay. I'm totally fine with that actually. The only thing is my snare still needs another layer, so I think my favorite layer for this definitely would be this clap here. Oh no, not that one. Okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong pack. Silly. Thought I was in a different pack entirely. Yeah. Is it that one? Ah, it's that one. That clap is sick. Okay, so we're gonna get that clap, cut out this little ending bit here. I swear there's a way to remove the ending without opening it in Edison, but you know what? Not sure how to do that. So we're just gonna do it this way and it'll work just as fine. Alright. Let's see. That's a very thick snare. So it complements. Oh, let me see if that sounds right. Yeah, I'm chill with that. Yeah, so it complements the rest of it by kind of filling out that space, whereas the other snares are a little bit shorter. Now the other thing definitely is it needs to be panned, so let me put the panning on it. Yeah, I'm pretty crazy, that's true. But it's all in the name of science. Let's see if we can crash there or not. Yeah, that's actually chill. I don't mind a crash there. Maybe with the same build, let's see. Yeah, that's fantastic actually. All you need to do, make them unique. Oops. Not a sample, just make them unique so that we can turn them all down. One of my favorite things about the new FL is the fact that you can make samples unique. What a streamliner. So these are still much too loud. Aw, thank you, Photo Al. I really appreciate that. Hope you have a nice night. Thanks for coming by. You know, if you do like what you're hearing, maybe, hopefully I hear from you again, but if not, that's totally okay too. That's a lot that's going on. So we're changing keys and everything during this section. I always try to see my music as like a challenge, and I'm trying to like match or exceed my own personal expectations. So even when music sounds weird, I'm like, how do I make that sound good? What can I do here? And there's always, you know, there's always a way. I mean, that's how you know, that's where this music comes from, I guess. Here's a sneak peek of what it actually sounds like, by the way. Do you guys have any ideas what I could do with this section here? I'm thinking of putting like a saxophone in. I don't know if that's weird. Alright, I'm back. It's so quiet, I feel. I don't know what it is. It just sounds like something's missing. Please do to the sax? Alright, let's go. That's so funny. Alright, let's see what we can do with the sax. I guess it'll be like the melody to cut through. Like that warm knife through butter, you know? Let's take a look. Now I am playing on a delay, so I don't know if the sax is gonna, like, it's gonna be tough at the start, but bear with me. That's kind of cool. Okay, let me see the high end. So that's as high as we'll go. Okay. Oh. It sounds alright. It sounds alright. I can make it work. Alright, I can work with that. Let me just draw that in and then work beyond it, because I try not to like just hold on to an idea. You know, I think people get really focused on like, oh, I need to perfect this meticulously, and I find that that is something that totally hinders artists. And like, this is true for any medium. It's just you focus so down on like one specific thing you want that it totally hinders the rest of the creative process, because you're no longer focused on the whole picture. Instead, you're just thinking about this one very minor element that might come out sounding fantastic. Or looking fantastic, but then you know, that might burn you out, or if it works totally fine. But for me, what I try to do is not really hold on to any sound for too long. Okay, so this one definitely I'm gonna put some crush on there. It's been my fave lately, so you've seen this so many times on this song. Sorry for losing the game. how's your? Are you playing ranked or just? Is that called friendlies? What's that called? Casual. Are you playing ranked or casual? So dun, 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 dun. So this one's in third step. Dun, dun, dun. Are you high ranked? Alright, that's not bad. So what else is missing? I would put like a synth on there just to kind of pad it out. As you can see, a lot of what I do is layering. That's a big part of my sound. And lately, since I got Expand with my current piano, it has been my go-to for this kind of sound. So like, for instance, it's got those really harsh sounds, but it's also got like, let me see, there's one that I really like. Ooh, it's raining. Now you got some real ASMR rain. Oh, and it, you know, it was only a matter of time before it happened. Okay, let's see. Ooh, very airy. diamond. Sheesh, bro. How long did that take? You gotta really work hard. See, you know, that's one thing, right? Like, I think people have this mindset that, like, gaming is just inherently bad. But, like, the amount of time and dedication that it took to get there is just magnificent, truly. Like, that's a war of attrition right there. So, yeah, definitely. Alright, I'll take that. But yeah, you can't, you know, you gotta be very good at games to get there, and people think that it's just like a waste of time, but like you're actually you're becoming better at something, and that's a really important thing. Alright, Jeremy, thank you so much for popping by. You're always amazing. You know, I can't imagine, or rather I couldn't imagine that I'd ever have any fans whatsoever. But like, you really are an avid supporter, and it's just insane. I don't even know what to say, but you know, you mean so much to me. So thank you so much. And have fun. Have fun. So you're at school, so I guess you have fun with that, hopefully. Alright, let's take a listen. Alright, I'm glad I came back. So, two things immediately obvious. They come in way too loud. They can automate up to this volume, but just for the start, they are too loud. So we're going to fix that right now. Just give me that section there is fine. Create automation clip. Automate it up. That's too quiet. Try something like that. And obviously the other very clear issue is timing, so let's just quantize it. I wanted to keep some of it unquantized, but at the very least this intro bit needs to be smoother. Alright, that's a little better. I'm feeling something like a key. Here, let me show you. So we have this one section here. Let me solo it out. 14. So this section does a lot of carrying here, right? The issue is a lot of notes are missing from it. So what I'm going to do, I tried distorting it. That didn't give me fully what I wanted. So I'm going to do the second half, which is we'll pull in a nice old omnisphere here. Omnisphere is wild because it has a lot of really cool textures on a lot of the sounds, and the one that's jumping out to me is going to be like a very sort of a glass sort of pluck. You'll hear it in just a moment here once I pull it up. It's in the Kalimboscope section. Probably like Hairbrush was pretty good, I think. Let me see. No, not at all. See, these are some wild textures, but that's not quite what I'm after. I'm looking for one of the fingernails. Yeah, that could work. Let's see. Yeah, that's not quite what I want. Let's see if it gets any better here. Oh, that's much better. So the overlap is oh, you make well, I knew you did music, but damn, I'm excited. I gotta check this out. So the one thing is I don't actually oh, I guess it's just on Spotify. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. You've gotten a follow. Yeah, I thought that you were making music. What I was gonna say is that I don't even have Spotify, at least not a paid version. But this is fine. We can roll with that. Genuinely, that's the least that I could do. I mean, you've been a real supporter, so any way that I could aid in your life, I would more than be happy to do. So I'm just running it through some filters now to get a bit more of the sound that I'm after. Jeremy, when you get the chance, I don't know if you're still around, but it'd be killer if you stopped by the Discord channel, eh? Because you could, you know, hang out with the guys who are there, who are also in this, like, alias from there. Let me see. How high does this go? Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, isn't there like a whole thing where you get to a point and it's like, what do they call it? Diamond Hell? Where you're just trapped there eternally and you can never progress. Yo, the good Rocket Player players are mad though. They do some crazy stuff. I don't know what's running through their mind. But it's been a long time since I've watched. Like years probably. Ooh, that was a bad pop. I'm sorry about that. So this section's fine. We started it out actually too quiet here, so let's turn it up. That's too loud now. Salt. That's some salt. I feel you though. Rocket League is definitely one where, especially at that level, it's all about team cohesion. You know, people really like. Everyone is relying on you as a team, so gotta make sure that's going as well, as solidly as possible. So at this section here, I'm definitely hearing a harp. Now this is a cool one. This is one from, I don't know if you guys know the artist Porter Robinson. He has a really neat harp, which I'm just about to pull out here. They made it actually more accessible now in the new FL, because now we can just pull it out using the built-in synth named Flex. It's in the general MIDI library. It's just called harp. So let me pull that out, harp. So you hear this in like, oh, this actually sounds different. I'm gonna roll with this, but this is not what I thought it would sound like. Okay, let's see. Is there anything? I guess there's some reverb and stuff. No, that's totally a different sound entirely. Okay, I'll roll with it. But it's a sound at least similar in texture to the sound that the Porter one, or that Porter uses. In the past, like I could pull up the one that he uses, but this is fine. Okay, so let's see. So sorry about that rain in the background. That must be so annoying. Or is it halftime? Yeah, it is, it is. See, it's that Porter sound, you know the one. Oh my god, that rain is so loud, holy smokes. Have a nice one, Rick. I know, see, it's so boring because, like, it's literally so monotonous. I don't know why anyone would, like, want to stick around for too long. I mean, I keep repeating it, so I apologize for that. You know, I sincerely appreciate everyone. You guys are insane, and it's so heartwarming. But, you know, hearing the same slip of music for, like, 2 hours is wild. You gotta be prepared. So this is really good, actually. One thing about Porter's synth is normally his goes like this, right? It doesn't have any decay, it just cuts itself off. But I actually really like how it sounds, so I'm gonna automate it. Let's see. At the end of this section, it'll be full. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, let me mute the mic because of that rain. Yo, hey Riptide. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you here, my friend. How's life treating ya? I've just been kind of periodically muting my mic because it is quite loud. Oh, I put it in the wrong section. With this rain, oh, it's terrible. Okay, let's see. What? I'm so confused. I used the same pattern in both sections? How's that even possible? Oh, it's the second half. Wild. Okay. Oh. Put it in, but during the second half this time. Oops. F sharp. Okay, let's try it. Alright, well, you know what? I think the rain has killed the stream. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hit play on the song from the start one last time. We're going to do one final listen through before I let it go. But, you know, it's been an absolute pleasure. What I wanted to do as well was the singing one with you guys, because I did a bit of work on that. I was a little scared to sing on stream, so I recorded the singing separately, but that's okay, because most of the fun will be in the processing on the vocal anyway. Okay, I'm going to continue chatting in the chat, because I'm going to mute my mic, because that's an annoying bit of rain, but I'm going to hit play. Let's see what it sounds like. So that entire section there was just, oh, and welcome back to my rain as well. Yeah, thank you for the glide. Yeah, so that entire section there is literally pattern 12 and pattern 14 stacked. So it's totally unfinished right now, but when I fix it, like the chords are not lining up intentionally because it's literally the chords from this section here stacked on top of the chords from this section here, and they're in the same key, for the most part, but obviously they're different chords. So some of them work, primarily the first half works, and then the second half is where either part sort of heads off in its own direction. So looking for ways to connect them is going to be really fun. And once again, that's my favorite thing about music, is challenging myself in that way. So I'm going to have to call it here. In any event, I do have to head out in order to you know, do family related things, I guess. But you know, it's been such a pleasure. You guys are always amazing. It's, you know, very, very fantastic getting to interact with you guys, and I really hope that we can share this thing that we do together more often, because really it means the world to me. So what I wanted to do before I let you go, let me just put my screen browser. No, let's do display capture. Yeah, capture that one. Perfect. So now you should be able to see my screen. I just wanted to give a shout out, of course, to my Patreon, because really, sincerely, I shouldn't be able to do this at all. Like, literally, even my Patreon is scuffed. I don't know why people care about what I do, but nonetheless, I just wanted to share, you know, I'm happy to do exclusive content, whatever you want, if you become a patron. You know, to be honest, without even paying, you can just have whatever you want from me. I'm pretty lax in that regard, but if there is something that you think would be helpful or insightful, or just something you enjoy as a patron, like, really, this is the thing that helps me the most, because my goal here is to be kind of full-time with this. I mean, I quit my job for this, so you know, I'm totally not like requesting that you hop on this if you're not able to afford it, or even if, like, straight up only if you actually really like what I do. You know, it means a ton to me, but there is no pressure. There's a whole reason why my Patreon, I was trying to make sure, wow, all of the words are gone from my tiers. That sucks. It used to, okay, anyway, can you check that? My tiers have more words than just general support. That's so lame. Okay, whatever. Yeah, no, thank you so much for popping by. And once again, totally do not need to do that. But, you know, hopefully as time progresses, as I'm doing this full time, it'll kind of build. I mean, I plan to do other things as well. I'm actually an avid Super Smash Brothers Melee player, so I will be streaming that on Twitch, not on YouTube. Or maybe on YouTube. I don't know. My YouTube content is pretty cultivated, so we'll have to see. Nonetheless, you know, it's been insane. Thank you so much for kind of hanging out with me while I created this, and it's gonna take a couple more, maybe 2 or 3 more streams to really get ourselves to a place where we can call the song finished. But, you know, to all who are interested in that kind of thing, you know, thank you so much for sticking around, and to those who aren't, even just popping by, that makes my day. So thank you again. You guys are amazing. Okay, well, I hope you have a